Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of HRD 631, The Adult Learner. And we have a big snowstorm coming this weekend, snow and icing, etc. So depending upon if you are in Maine and where you are in Maine, you could have the full bag. So with that said, I wanted to make sure that I got the materials out to everybody and made them available so everybody could take a look at them. I don't know if I'll have power tomorrow or Monday, only because we seem to be in the bullseye in the state of Maine when we lose power. So with that said, let's get to the materials for week number 5. And I have a couple announcements also along with that. So week 5, we're jumping into the world of adult learning and adult learning theories. There's different models, there's frameworks. The one that has always spoken to me is by Malcolm Knowles, and he was the one that developed this whole idea about andragogy. And if you take the word andragogy and you split it, people in the class may know more pedagogy, which is really the art and science of teaching children. Andragogy is, by some accounts, a theory, but in my mind, it's more a set of assumptions about how adults learn. Andro means, if you look at the Greek roots of that, it means to care for. So really, it's simplistically said, it's caring for adults in a learning situation. So that's what we're going to be primarily looking at this week in week number 5. Nuts and bolts. I'd like you to read chapters 5 and 6, electronic reserve, the pro model, and then we have another electronic reserves learning beyond learning beyond high school. These are a little old, but there's still something. Every year I think about removing them, getting something more current, but I really like what's in there. Take a look I put together a PowerPoint for everybody on these topics, self-directed learning and also andragogy. A couple of videos. Theory of margin. This seems to be one of the more popular topics in this particular course, and it explains in a formulaic way kind of are adults able to learn or not, and you look at really not many factors, but basically are they, with what the demands are in life, are they able to kind of push that to a side and have enough support to get it to understand and learn and to grow, or don't they? So enough said on that one. The exploration project question. This is just the question. This is for your project. It is your question, and meaning, why is the sky blue? What is an exemplary way to teach adults about basic math, etc.? And I'll get into more information on this, but before, along that lines, I did want to say just this. We have an optional Zoom meeting Tuesday. That's Tuesday next week, February 18th at 6:30 p.m. And I say in here, topics for this are really the exploration project. So if you're unsure of what is due on February 23rd, show up if you can, but if not, we will talk about that. I'll talk about the process of this entire assignment, which the first thing is you come up with a topic, and that's the only thing that's due coming up on February 23rd, which is next Sunday. Not a big deal, but I will go into a little more detail and answer any questions that you might have on that and other things. What else? Okay, here's the framework for the week. Brief summary of the chapters. Pretty comprehensive PowerPoint I put together on andragogy and self-directed learning. We have the electronic reserve articles. Preview for week number 6. So once again, we're making progress. And I did want to point this out, exploration project question. I'm going to just click on that for a second. So here's these are exploration projects. These are some of the topics that I've accumulated over the years from previous classes. This is really what I'm looking for, and this is what is due next Sunday, the 23rd of February. Your idea for your topic. Now, that said, you can submit something, and then you can always tweak it as you move forward. So just to highlight a couple, how can nurses use critically reflective practice to help with patient education? How is the body integral to learning? And we get into some of these topics later on in the course. So if you're unsure what it is that's due next week, this is just it. And once again, there's some examples in here of previous exploration project questions that people have used. It can be really almost anything. So I want to say to everybody, go with your interest. Go with something that really is of interest to you. So that, I'll leave it there. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. I hope you can make the optional Zoom meeting on Tuesday evening at 6:30. I've tried to switch it around for many different years, and I found out there's really no great best time for everybody to attend. This is a course that the materials are presented asynchronously, which means nobody has to show up at any time. And so I understand that, people can and cannot make the meeting. And if you can't, don't worry, I'll record it and post it. So that's it for me. Under 7 minutes. Yay. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, everybody. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Bye.